So NATO finished third, and OP versus Kantai. This is battle for first place, and I'm really excited. And there it is. There is the triple. There is the Bliss, and this map gives a great advantage for having another destroyer. Now, cruisers are really strong, but things are gonna be so smoked up that the Otago does have 10-kilometer torps, which is actually the longest torps out of everybody here. But I think the advantage of having the extra destroyer, getting in there to quickly get in and defend, having the extra smoke. Kantai has four smoking ships compared to the enemy three. So, but the thing is though, the Bliss I think is not as strong on this map. It's a very small corridor, only has 8-kilometer torps, where the Bensons have 9.2s, and the Kuzov even has 8-kilometer torps. So it's not as strong on this map, but this is definitely how they're going to be running. Looks like I should be able to get killed off here, no problem. So we'll see how it works on this map. The Bliss though, not as strong as we've seen in the past with on another map. A more open map, the Bliss is much more dangerous, if you will, with its stealth firing. This is still good, but I would have preferred probably just another Benson, honestly, in this setup. I think 3 Bensons probably would have been a good idea, unless there's a cap. Is there a cap on how many destroyers you can run?
There is no cap destroyers you can run, but you can have, for this match, you can't have more than 2 of the same ship.
Okay, so there we go. So yeah, Bliss is then the best I would have taken out of those. So I am down. We're waiting for Sterling. These ships are ready to go. We'll follow Akek again. Akek's ready to get out of the gate, and I'm excited. Shatter is always just a coin flip too. This is such a map that is such a coin flip and can just be, because one rando torp and you are just golden. And where is the go? I think we're just good to go. So the Battle of the Cattle. This is the map that can completely turn sour in a second. One torp salvo into a smoke, you take out 2 ships, you put big damage into a battleship, you do a good push, and you hit those shots. This is the map that is so WTF. I mean, this is the brawl of all brawls. This is the torpedo of all torpedoes. This is the map that it would have been cool to see this if they push into a game 3, because Shatter can go one way or the other way so quickly and so drastically. This is the map that makes, I think, the most players. I think this is the most hated map out of everything.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things can go pretty interesting on this map. We're seeing a lot of DDs, so it's a lot of cap power on Kantai's side here. It's gonna be interesting to see how Frathstar and IA Dave try and play against that triple DD div. If they can catch one of those DDs, they might just be able to snipe it right off the bat. A lot of teams like to just reinforce that Bravo point with all their BBs and their cruiser, and it is extremely hard to push people out once you are in there. So we're gonna have to see what they try and do. See if both teams try and just converge into that Bravo cap, or if they're gonna try and flank or something. It's gonna be interesting.
So Grey Baron is gonna be pushing in. Like I said, guys, I am following OP this round, so we following OP for the first game, and then Kantai for the second game. So this is a very touchy map. Like I said, we've seen a lot of hit B heavy and kind of rotate out. This is a kind of cap A, one team gets C, one team gets A, and then you battle for B. I think we're going to see that, and that looks like we're seeing that already. So, but Cruiser Quincy is in a really, really bad situation right now. Cruiser Quincy is kind of all by himself. The battleship was kind of slow and fat and wasn't able to get out there, so Cruiser Quincy is going to be taking some extra damage, maybe even Carrier Hiyu. But I was told that's how you say it. Carrier Hiyu might even take some extra damage. So Cruiser Newport News is also there. So Cruiser Quincy could potentially take damage. Carrier Hiyu taking some extra damage from A432. And Grey Baron, if only he was, if Carrier, I believe it was Minakaze, was a bounce, he'd be able to get the anvil turret.
Wahoo takes a hit from A4. Great drop on those dive bombers right there. Caught him just before he smoked up. Caught him with him slowing down too, so that was an excellent dive bomb right there. And Kantai's got that Bravo cap. It's going to be really hard to get him out, especially with Wahoo sitting right there in the smoke.
So Ak is also posted up. I think we got a Mexican standoff right here, because Ak is kind of posted up in this little corner, and these are the little kind of alcoves. If you guys look, there's a corner right here, there's a corner right there. That's about it. I mean, on this side there's also some corners as well that are really easy to kind of lock down, but these two are the main corners that are basically Torpedo Alley. Ak, I assume he would more want to be facing these other way, so he has an out route, which he might be making the turnaround, but he wants to be able to get in and defend this. Right now, we have a complete stalemate. OP is actually in the point tick lead, and they're fine with that. So if nobody dies, they win right away. Ak, in my opinion, he wants to be kind of turned around so he can then put torps out easier. He's not in the most ideal spot. If he has the potential or the possibility, he might try to do a bit of a swing and try to redo it out. So this is when we're waiting for that first big shot, that first random torpedo. I mean, if the Kantai's destroyer is in that smoke, then they're going to have to be really careful, because there's going to be torpedoes coming in pretty quickly, and are really going to have to, be more cautious of that, because Ak is in one of the perfect spots to just hold down and sit in this cap.
Yeah, definitely. And you see those two North Carolinas moving in. They got shots down all those lanes. If OP can keep them smoked up, they might be able to take that Bravo and just lock it down. That being said, where Submarine Wahoo is right there, it's going to be really hard to push him out, because there's some of those angles you just cannot get on that Benson. He could be like right on the other side of Ak right there, and there's nothing right now that can hit him. Although Fratstar is on the flank, so maybe that's what they're trying to do, push Fratstar up so we can try and hit that Benson.
Shot is in from Fratstar on.
Is moving back.
If they can push him out, looks like they have started to push him out. Now this is the kind of situation where B cap, if a team does cap B cap, it is almost impossible to get it back. Now Ak is still just kind of hanging out in that corner, waiting to get those torps out. He does get him out in that nice little alleyway, so he was able to pop out. He actually used the Kantai smoke to actually give him some cover to launch those torps out. But this is what he wants to do. He did get turned around, because what you want to do is you want to be able to get those torps out with having an exit instead of having to go out and then back up. So if he backs up and then goes forward, he can then get moving a lot faster. So this is exactly what they want to do. If OP takes B cap, they're at such a big advantage right now. Fratstar is going to take one torp from the CV, but with an Otago, it's not that bad. Now Cruiser Quincy, let's switch over to Derek's side and see what he's kind of looking at, because Derek's side's got a great advantage on Cruiser Quincy to start pumping out damage, but he has no smoke.
A lot of damage from those Carolinas, yeah. Now that they have Bravo cap, let's see if OP is going to pull those DDs back and just keep their Carolinas smoked up, because if so, then this is just going to be a gunboat either way over Bravo, Kantai's either got to push in or try and pick off like a Carolina or something to swap that caps.
Now right now OP is 100% okay.
Look north. They caught the Bliss.
Oh,
Bliss is going to go down right here. The Kutsov and the Benson Gray Baron. Taylor is going to go down. Yep, there he goes. Dave,
which keep calling Dave with a monstrous defend there with Gray Baron. Gray Baron able to spot him. I think even A432 probably got that flank. So Destroyer Taylor trying to get a little sneaky going and cause a ruckus with these guys, but that is the defense. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the only kill this game, and that's all that OP is going to need. OP can just absolutely
sit
here.
In that middle, Fratstar is pushing Wahoo off. Can you see Wahoo?
We can't see Wahoo, no. Now that is the flank that could have. Now that is the one. Does it pay off?
Surprised
high
he
risk, high
didn't get
reward.
A second volley of torpedoes in there. Seems like a little bit of a waste. I didn't catch if he fired them already or what, but 2 volleys of those Otago torps might have taken out that Benson right there. With 13k health left, 1 torp pick might have been an insta kill on him.
Harris Citadel taking 1 torpedo, but other than that, just kind of hanging out. Carrier, he was just kind of sitting there. Ak trying to get some vision on him, put some more damage out. Now, Ak might put some torps on those battleships. He knows they're right there, but man, what a kill on Destroyer Taylor, though, taking him out. Now, that is the change right there. It's 1 ship. Now, if OP loses a destroyer, it's a much bigger loss than if Kantai loses a destroyer. So but with how slow this game can go and this map can go, that's That's how big of a kill this is.
Carolina's pushing up right here. Looks like Kantai's making a move for that Bravo point. That being said, Akak is right there, so if he keeps staying on it, you know, they're not going to grab them.
Cruiser Quincy's going to take at least two?
Take at least.
Ooh, only one. Nice.
One. Still, though, that's pretty rough. That adds up.
So Destroyer Taylor, known for his flanks, known for his aggressive pushes, maybe getting a little too aggressive. The Whis is very strong, but you got to remember that a Benson can outspot him by over a kilometer, especially if he gets spotted. Kirihyu also very low. OP is in a very good spot right now to kind of just sit and let them come to them and play a defensive game. Just with that one kill, that's kind of all the points they need. Dr. Citadel, I don't even know if he really needs to even go up. More torpedoes going in toward those battleships, and that's all they need to do. Akak's going to keep that corner smoked. Cruiser Quincy taking another torpedo down to about 25k.
He's taking an absolute beating here.
And he's got to be sitting on that flood, right?
Frat's going to go for some torps right through the middle here, so if those Kantai battleships push up, they're going to push through a minefield of torpedoes.
We're just past 5 minutes left. If those torps go in, Dr. Sigil completely...
Frats.
Now Quincy's got to be flooding, right?
Is Frat gonna not torp?
No, he did send out one set of torps, so he's just doing one at a time right now.
I'm not really sure why he's doing that. You know, I mean, the Otago's got these really weird torp angles. So sometimes it is extremely hard to get. You can't get a full set off, like 1, 2. But I don't know. If I was him, I'd try and flood that middle with torpedoes, because even if you don't hit something, it means those Carolinas can't push up. And if they can't push up, they're just sitting there waiting for Akak or the other Benson to just flood that area with torpedoes.
So Kirihyu might go down right now. There's all kinds of shells going in. Down he goes. Now, OP
Quincy is going to go down too.
Is 100% in the driver's seat right now. All they need to do is just let these guys come to them. Citadel getting ready to put a monster shot on Quincy. Quincy goes down. This game's basically over. About 4 minutes left. And Citadel's doing well. Life. Akak's about to back up and put some torps in. Submarine Wahoo's right there. Cruiser Quincy down to about 8,200 life. Newport News is very low as well. Torps are in. Akak about to put some torps in. Cruiser Quincy goes down. Torps are in though. Akak might get caught if he doesn't start moving. And Cruiser Otago going to take none on that. Wow, none of Akak's are going to hit as well. So hopefully Citadel gets some AP loaded. He can.
Newport News could take one. 2 right here. Just one. Barely dodging second set. He's extremely low. One. Yep, Newport's going to go down here.
Akak putting some shots into Submarine Wahoo. Maybe Submarine Wahoo can get a trade. Going down about 9,000 life. Shots are in.
Akak can get some torpedoes off. If he's got them up, that's a dead North Carolina.
I think they're on cooldown right now. I think Akak will be the one lost by OP. Newport News about to go down 1,000 life.
Here they come.
Here they come. I think he misses all of them.
Nope.
Newport News goes down. Go for the ram, Akak. Get the ram. Will he get it?
Oh, come on.
Yes. He does get the ram. Nice. Die hard for Cruiser Otago, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to put flooding into Cruiser Otago. Akak with the all-star play on Cruiser Otago. OP will take game 1, convincingly only losing one ship who did get the ram, the Pro DD ram on the battleship. Down goes Otago. 2.5 minutes left. There's not much carrier Zukaku can do. And that is a GG to OP. OP will take game 1 with... I mean, look at the lives on these guys. Grey Baron, 6,300. Dave's doing fine. Fratstar's fine. Both battleships. I mean, Derek Slide's over 40k. Dr. Sido really the only guy taking any damage. What a game by OP. Now this is some OP play right here. They held on to B. They capped B.
I was telling my guys last night. Whoever grabs that Bravo cap first and then just sits there and holds it wins this map every single time. You know, because once you set up as battleships, if you keep them smoked, if you keep them alive, you can't push through there. You know, random torp just eats you up as you try and get through Bravo. And there's so many cracks and crevices that you can sit a ship, and you know, there's probably like 4 or 5 points right here that you can just sit a DD or even a battleship, and you can't push them out. You know, you got to go broadside to someone. You got to go through a minefield of torpedoes. It's just, you know, you can't dislodge someone from that Bravo cap. And you know, I'm really starting to dislike this map, because once you're in that position, you know, there's just no way to get out of it. The trap is set. Doesn't matter how long that game is. You know, even if we had another 5-6 minutes on the clock, it wouldn't matter. You know, with the size of this map, you can't even flank. You know, You can't even get into a flank to try and break up that position. So Kantai missing out on holding that Bravo cap, and that just cost him the game right there. They just couldn't get out of the trap.
Now, Taylor, you know, I just don't think that was a very good push. It gave them lots of vision, which could have potentially... It's one of those things that if it, you know, if it does work, then it's gonna work. It's one of those risk rewards situations. If he gives that vision, then his team's at a huge advantage because of how well OP can smoke out their ships and deny vision. So vision is huge. But with A432, he's gonna start looking. He's like, why am I randomly spotted? And he's gonna start looking for that. Not the best push out of there, the Destroyer Taylor.